Tonight is going to be pork chops with pineapple fried rice. If you're unaware, I am working my way through this cookbook one recipe at a time, so if that's something you're interested in, be sure to like and follow. We already have 1.5 cups of rice cooking in the rice maker. We're going to get started cutting the pineapple, so you just want to make sure you cut the top off. If you have one of these, they're great. It's a core. It's going to spiralize all that pineapple because we're going to need 1/2 of a pineapple for this. We have a skillet that's been warming, so I'm going to go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of butter in the skillet, and we're going to add the pineapple to that. While the pineapple's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and dice my pork chops. It calls for 4 to 6 pork chops. I have 3 large butterflied pork chops, and then just to kind of help with room in the skillet, that's why I'm going to go ahead and dice them. Okay, the pineapple's been cooking. It's a beautiful golden brown on both sides. So we're going to go ahead and remove it from the skillet. We're going to let that sit, and we're going to use the same skillet for the pork chops. Got a tablespoon of oil in the pan. Like I said, we're going to use the same pan that we used for pineapple. So it's already got a little bit of butter, a little bit of that pineapple juice in it. And then we're going to go ahead and add the pork chops to that oil. And we're going to just give them some salt and pepper. While the pork chops are cooking, I went ahead and I sliced an onion. You want to use a whole onion and just slice it in half and then slice it in strips. We don't want to dice it. We want those nice long strips. Sauce is going to be 6 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sriracha, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of honey. And I use raw honey. I like using raw honey for cooking because it's just a little sweeter and there's just a lot of benefits to raw honey. It's about done, so we're going to go ahead and chop up the garlic, and we want to mince some ginger. You need to have a tablespoon of minced ginger, and again, with the garlic, calls for 2. I'm doing a little bit more than that. The chops are all done. They're nice golden brown on all sides. We're going to take them out of the skillet, and then we're going to go ahead and add that onion to the skillet. Once the onion has softened a little bit, then we're going to add that sauce that we made. The sauce and the onions have been cooking. That sauce has started to reduce down some, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the pork chops back. When you put the pork chops in, just make sure you stir them all around. Of course, if you have a whole pork chop, just flip it a couple times. Make sure it gets covered in the sauce just the same. Go ahead and slice 3 green onions. 2/3 of those green onions are going to go with the garlic and the ginger when we start the second skillet. I am using fresh ginger, but I have regularly used the ginger paste, and it works just as well. Second skillet's been warming, and we added a tablespoon of vegetable oil. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the garlic, the ginger, and 2/3 of the green onions. Your rice is done, turn off your heat, and add your pineapple from earlier. Once it's all complete, go ahead and put the pork chops on top of the rice, add a little green chive to it, and it's beautiful.